This is the story of a man who was willing to do anything to save his family's land. But what he did led him to a woman he didn't know and to secrets that changed his life forever. Let me tell you about Jack. Jack was a hard-working rancher. He loved his land, the wide open fields, the green pastures, and the old farmhouse where his family had lived for generations. But the times were hard. A big company wanted to buy his land. They offered a lot of money, more than Jack could ever earn working his ranch. But Jack didn't want to sell. This land was more than just dirt and grass to him. It was his home, his family's legacy, and he promised his father he would keep it safe. The problem was he needed money fast. His debts were piling up. The bank was threatening to take everything away. One day, a lawyer came to Jack with an unusual offer. "You can save your land," the lawyer said, "if you marry a woman named Emily." Emily was the daughter of a wealthy man. Her family wanted to help Jack keep the ranch alive. But there was a catch. Emily did not want to marry. She was quiet, mysterious, and kept to herself. Jack didn't know her. He had never even met her before. But he was desperate, so he said yes. The day Emily arrived at the ranch, Jack was nervous. He waited outside the old farmhouse. When she stepped out of the car, Jack saw a woman different from anyone he had ever met. She had soft eyes that seemed to carry sadness, and stories untold. She wore simple clothes, but carried herself with quiet strength. Emily didn't speak much. She smiled politely but kept her distance. Jack wasn't sure what to think. Jack and Emily lived under the same roof, but they were strangers in many ways. Jack worked on the ranch from dawn to dusk. Emily spent time in the garden, tending flowers no one else cared for. Slowly, Jack began to notice small things about Emily. How she would hum quietly while working. How her hands trembled sometimes, like she was scared. One evening, Jack asked, "Emily, why did you agree to marry me?" She looked at him, her eyes filled with tears. "I didn't have a choice," she whispered. "My past, it's not something I am proud of." Jack wanted to understand, so he listened. Emily told him about her life before the marriage. She grew up in a small town far away. Her family had money, yes, but she was trapped in a life that wasn't hers. Her father wanted her to marry a man she didn't love, someone cruel and controlling. Emily ran away before the wedding. She escaped with nothing but hope. The family that wanted to help Jack. They were distant relatives who saw her as a burden. Emily feared she would lose freedom again. Jack didn't judge her. He told Emily, "Your past doesn't define you." And slowly, something began to change between them. Emily smiled more. She laughed sometimes. She even helped Jack care for the ranch. They worked side by side, facing storms and challenges together. Jack started to see her not as a stranger, but as someone special. But life wasn't simple. One day, a man arrived at the ranch. He was the man Emily had run away from. He wanted her back. He wanted to take control. Jack was ready to protect Emily. "This is my land," he said, "my home, and Emily is safe here." The man didn't give up. There was a fight, not just of fists, but of wills. Jack stood tall. Emily stood with him. Together, they faced the darkness of the past. And when the storm passed, Emily and Jack found something new, a real family, a new beginning. One evening, under the stars, Jack took Emily's hand. "I don't care about the past anymore," he said. "What matters is us. And this land will protect both together." Emily smiled, her eyes bright with hope. And so, a separate marriage turned into a story of trust, healing, and love. Jack and Emily saved the land, but more than that, they saved each other. Thank you for listening to the story.